Our top story tonight, an angry mob of protesters hounding the leader of the Neocatechumenal Way in the U.S., Giuseppe Gennarini, last night at the GUAM airport. The protesters, yelling in Gennarini's face, say they've had enough and they won't back down to someone they believe is trying to overthrow their beliefs. It was a riotous scene of angry mobsters made up of mostly Catholic Manumku last night. At first, just a few dozen showed up with signs. But as soon as Giuseppe Gennarini and his followers walked out the double doors, it turned into violent screams. Some even yelling words like,
would you like to address the crowd?
but not a word from the rattled and unwelcomed visitors. Gennarini, who's responsible for spreading the Neocatechumenal Way in the United States and now in Guam, is being blamed for causing the division within the Catholic Church on Guam. Many Catholics accuse him of manipulating Archbishop Anthony Apron into giving away the disputed Redemptorist Mater Seminary to the Italian Gennarinis for the purpose of perpetuating their teachings that go against the traditions of the local church.
I think that Chamorros are very welcoming people, but I think we're also tired of being walked all over and being abused by this archbishop in this diocese.
Might say that it was a little abrasive, lots of yelling and screaming at the Gennarinis when they arrived. What would your response be to that?
I think that we have been very patient. This has been 3 years in the making. And if we have to stand up and make sure that the people that are running our church understand that we are serious about our concerns and that we're willing to do that.
Prior to Gennarini's arrival, we had a chance to talk to Father Egivaldo, one of the priests who preaches neocatechumenal teachings and who has been accused of having sermons that are too sexually suggestive.
This is just 1% or less than 1% of the Catholics in Guam. They do not represent the Catholics. They just are here, very few. Of course, few people that make noise, but we are not disturbed by it. In the church, for a charisma to prove that is valid, always persecution and misunderstanding has always belonged to the history of the church, so we don't fear.
The protests continue this morning outside the gates of the RMS property in Jonya.